Zookeeper from 1983 being played here on AntStream Arcade on my Atari VCS. That's a game within a game within a game. Zookeeper is a Taito arcade game where you play as a, guess what, zookeeper, and you want to keep all your animals in the zoo. It's a very classic style of arcade game. Reminds me a lot of older arcade games like Donkey Kong. Not really in the gameplay, but just in the styling of the game. The gameplay is very unique. Zookeeper sees you playing as the zookeeper, running around the caged animals. Usually they're caged within bricks or whatever. And every time you run over that part of the enclosure, you'll build it back. But the animals are constantly trying to break out. And if they get to the outer side of the level, they can damage you and you'll die. So if they get to that outer part of the level, you want to jump over them. There are power-ups. Well, there's a power-up, but there's items you get during the level. You can see on the top bar, it kind of counts down to when you'll get each item. It'll pop up. And then there is a net power-up you can snag in order to put the animal back in its cage. If you finish the level with the animals in their cage, you get points for each animal in its cage, which is a very fun gameplay mechanic, and it's a lot harder than it looks. Zookeeper, even though it's a little simplistic by today's standards, there's a lot to love here in this arcade game. It's a game that I think most people can pick up and kind of comes to terms with pretty easily. And it's highly addictive. Some of the later stages get so hard, though, with all the animals breaking out and they're kind of chasing you around. There's some times where I finish a stage and I only have a couple animals left in its cages. And thank God actual zoos aren't like this. Could you imagine going to an actual zoo and seeing zookeepers running around trying to catch elephants with nets? Like, that would be, you know what, that would be entertaining, but also, like, it would be terrifying. There are bonus stages where you get to play almost like a Donkey Kong style platforming challenge, where you're trying to get to the top of the stage and help your girlfriend. But a monkey tossing coconuts down at you is trying to stop you along the way. And those levels can also be a lot of fun, but also pretty challenging. And then there's another type of bonus level where you have to do some platforming up some escalators, which is also a lot of fun. I like playing AntStream Arcade on my Atari VCS. I think it really helps to expand the VCS's retro library. And AntStream is available on PC and I believe on Xbox. I'm not sure what else the service is available for. But if you like retro-style arcade games like this, or just retro games, there's a lot to choose from on AntStream. A lot of really good stuff, and if you're overlooking it because it is a streaming service, like a game streaming service, I mean, you're streaming games that are simple, like Zookeeper, that aren't really that demanding, so they're still pretty playable in the streaming state. Zookeeper from 1983. This game is a ton of fun, and if you have a way to play it, I would highly recommend you do so. I really like this game, and I got nothing else to say. I'm just, I'm happy I'm not a zookeeper, because I don't know if I have the cardio to keep up with all those animals.